Hi students, welcome back to the Google Classroom of Plus 1 Statistics Chapter 2 Collection of Data. I hope all of you have studied the previous topics of this chapter very well and you all performed very well in your test paper. In the last class, we have learnt about census, sample, population and different methods of sampling like random sampling and non-random sampling. What do you mean by census? Yes, a survey which includes every element of population is known as census. Then what do you mean by population or universe in statistics? The population or universe in statistics means the totality of items under study. There are two types of sampling. They are random sampling and non-random sampling. Today, in this volume, we would focus on different topics like sampling errors and non-sampling errors and the Census of India and NSSO. What is the purpose of sample? The purpose of sample is to get more and more estimate of the population parameter. Sampling errors and non-sampling errors. Error in statistics is used to denote the difference between the true value and the estimated value. So, these errors can be classified as sampling errors and non-sampling errors. So, once more, error in statistics is used to denote the difference between the true value and the estimated value after calculation. And there are two types of errors, sampling errors and non-sampling errors. So first one is sampling errors. The difference between the actual value of a parameter of the population, which is not known, and its estimate, which is known. It is possible to reduce sampling error by increasing the size of the sample. So, what do you mean by sampling errors? It is the difference between the actual value of a parameter of a population and its estimate value. It is possible to reduce sampling error by increasing the size of the sample. When the sampling error occurs, we have to increase the size of the sample to reduce this error. Okay. Then second one is non-sampling error. It includes errors in data acquisition, non-response, sampling bias, etc. So first one, errors in data acquisition. It means from recording incorrect response. Then non-response. It occurs when interviewer is unable to contact person listed in the sample. This non-response occurs when the interviewer is unable to contact that person listed in the sample. Then sampling bias. It occurs when in a sampling plan, some members of the target population could not included. So these are the main difference between sampling error and non-sampling errors. Children, please take page number 18 of your textbook. We have one example of sampling errors. Consider a case of incomes of 5 farmers of Manipur. The variable X, that means the income of the farmers, has measurements like 500, 550, 600, 650 and 700. So how to calculate the average income of these 5 farmers? We have to add all these incomes and divide the total income by the number of farmers. So we have 5 farmers. By adding all these income of the farmer, we get 3000 and we have to divide this 3000 by 5 and we get 600. Now suppose we select a sample of 2 individuals like 500 and 600. The sample average is 500 plus 600 divided by 2.
So we get 1100, and when we divide this 1100 by 2, we get 550. So here the sampling error of estimate, that is 600, that is the true value, minus 550, that is the estimated value, is equal to 50. So sampling error is 50. Then what about the non-sampling errors? These non-sampling errors are more serious than sampling errors because a sampling error can be minimized by taking a large sample.
A survey which includes every element of population is known as census or the method of complete enumeration. The census is carried out in every 10 years. So the last census was held in 2011. According to this 2011 census, what was the population of India? 121.09 crores. Then the next census will held on 2021.
Our next topic is Census of India and NSSO. There are some agencies both at the national and state level to collect, process and tabulate the statistical data. Some of the agencies at the national level are Census of India, National Sample Survey (NSS), Central Statistics Office (CSO), Registrar General of India (RGI), Directorate General of Commercial Intelligence and Statistics (DGCIS), Labour Bureau, etc. The Census of India provides the most complete and continuous demographic record of population. The census is being regularly conducted every 10 years since 1881. The first census after independence was conducted in 1951. The first census after independence was conducted in 1951. The Census of India provides the most important and complete demographic record of population. These are conducted every 10 years. The census officials collects information on various aspects of population such as sex ratio, literacy, migration, etc., which are used to interpret and analyze to understand many economic and social issues in India, and accordingly plans and policies are formulated. National Sample Survey Organization. It was established in 1950 under the Ministry of Finance to conduct surveys and collect data on estimates of literacy, school enrollments, maternity, PDS, public distribution system, etc., to publish surveys through reports. NSSO, National Sample Survey Organization, conducts continuous surveys on various problems in successive rounds.
Children, let us conclude today's session by recollecting all the important concepts of this chapter.
Sampling error refers to the difference between the sample estimate and the corresponding population parameter. So the difference between the actual value of a parameter of the population and its estimate is known as sampling error. Non-sampling errors includes errors in data acquisition, non-response, and sampling bias. Economic facts expressed in terms of numbers are called data. The purpose of data collection is to understand, explain, and analyze a problem and causes behind it. The primary data is obtained by conducting a survey. The survey includes various steps which need to be planned carefully. There are various agencies which collect, process, tabulate, and publish statistical data. These are used as secondary data. However, the choice of source of data and mode of data collection depends on the objective of the study.
Children, we have completed our second chapter. Please note that the corresponding URL and notes of the lesson test paper are also attached along with this video. Make use of all these available resources, study well and attend the test paper without fail. Thank you.